Hi, this is Patricio. I have a confession to make. I am pretty gullible. If you tell me something bad about our government, I will believe you. This is the case with the whole Obama being born in Kenya thing. Once I started paying attention to the birthers, I never really got over it. This is how this whole mess started. Let's take a look.
Another issue, and that is the birth certificate. This thing is, I don't know about you. I'm getting calls now often.
Why wasn't Obama showing his birth certificate? He had something to hide, obviously. Otherwise, he would have published it on the internet for everyone to see, with his social security number and everything, so that we could just make sure we could check out his past and do a thorough FBI investigation. But so he was onto something. Lou Dobbs was onto something, and so I was listening to him very, very attentively.
Is the fault of the Obama administration not producing the original record. This would have gone away. Now you have all these people that are grabbing onto this, and maybe not surprisingly, in the age that we live in, Lou, with conspiracies, etc.
Yeah,
this guy was absolutely right. This was a conspiracy. The Kenyan government was in accord with the Chinese government, and they had infiltrated Obama into our society and made him president. And now, well, the country will go to hell. The institutions would fall apart. He would become a terrible autocrat. Oh my God, oh my God.
Said, I don't know what the reality is. No one does.
But let me tell you, as a psychologist, you know what I'd do? I'd say, look, I'm the president, I don't have to do it, and at some point I would show it up and say, see, you guys are just
you sure
after
that would
me.
be the psychology of a president or some autocrat in a distant country?
Well,
and thinking about this whole psychology issue, I also thought about looking at Obama's body language. It was clear to me that his body language was strange. He had the body language of somebody who was planning something evil and dark, and all of this led me to believe that maybe I could figure out whether Obama was American or not by looking at his body language. And being Hispanic, I thought that maybe I could look at the way he dances, to see if, like, maybe that way I could figure out whether he was an American or not. Oh, hell no, I thought. That's not the way an American dances. From side to side, raising his arms like that. I was absolutely convinced he was not an American. He had been born in Kenya. He was definitely dancing like an African, not like an American. He just simply had too much flavor for an American. So I started looking more into it, and this was before he got elected, and then, once he got elected, I thought maybe he would let it come out even more, and so here's what I came up with. This left me even more confused. I had maybe cracked the code unintentionally. Could it be that Obama was Dominican? Cuban? God. I looked further into it, and I decided that if I was going to come out to the world with this new research of mine, I needed to be sure. So I looked at some Kenyan dance footage, and this is what I saw. That's great. Wait, just a little bit more. This Kenyan teenager stopped me on my tracks. I mean, he was a real Kenyan, and Obama did not dance like that. Therefore, he was not Kenyan. He was an American. Maybe a Dominican American, but an American. Let this serve as a lesson for all of those who make claims without really knowing, or worse yet, without doing the actual research. I got a little closer to the truth. I might not have found out what the actual truth is, but I do know that Obama is not a Kenyan. I will keep on doing research, and maybe, just maybe, someday I will come to the truth. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.